Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everybody. It is George with Geo-Media. It's been about a little over a week since I last posted. We're going through pretty much some changes here. We're actually trying to move. We're still indecisive if we're going to stay in town in El Paso or our other city that we actually want to move to, if possible. If it's within our means and in our budget, would possibly be San Antonio. So, I mean, either city is still up in the air. The reason being for us wanting to go, a little personal information. The reason for us wanting to go, of course, there's more opportunities over there, more jobs, more things to do. The car culture is, of course, huge over there compared to here in El Paso, which is very minimal. Not that many car clubs, car teams, car meets. Not much going on here. There's not a lot of car shops, next to none anymore. A lot of people already took off and pretty much went to do other things in other bigger cities. So staying here would, of course, keep the content would be far and few in between and very minimal of what to do. But that's not I mean, our move isn't based on a YouTube. It's pretty much based on what we want to do in the future. And so we're still indecisive. We're still pretty much kind of figuring out what we want to do. Today's video is going to be about pretty much my future plans. Now, my future plans we'll start with the Civic Si. My future plans for the Civic Si, it's pretty much basically stock. The only things I've done to this car is I put on some TN lowering springs. I did a Mishimoto thermostat. And the car actually came with a K&N intake, short ram intake. I actually put on a Megan front strut bar, and I did a little bit of carbon pieces in the vehicle that I showed on a previous video, and also the shift knob from Mishimoto as well. My future plans for the car, I mean, it's still going to be my daily for quite a while. So I don't want to go extreme. I don't want to put too much stuff into it to the point where I can't really drive it too much, or it's going to be too loud or too aggressive or too excessive per se. Later on, of course, once we get settled into wherever place we decide to go, my plans are for this vehicle is to get a catted downpipe, and also a full catback exhaust. Also, because we are in Texas and because the temperatures here are brutal in the summer and even in the winter it's still warm, I want to look into a aluminum radiator and possibly some upgraded fans. And that will pretty much be it for this vehicle. Oh, forgot. Wheels and tires. Definitely. That's a must. For the Integra, however, I pretty much did mostly everything off camera. I pretty much built that car even before I even decided to do YouTube. I was scared to pretty much post anything in fear of pretty much possible theft or anything like that, or I didn't want to pretty much showboat or do anything like that. I still don't even want to, I don't want to come off as that either, but I figured why not, you know. So for that car, I already did pretty much all the bolt-ons I could for the most part. It is an Integra GS. I painted it Phoenix yellow. I did the Type R emblems. Yes, it's not a real Type R, but it is going to be a Type R clone or wannabe. I did the OEM Type R rear wing, I did OEM Type R, a couple of interior pieces, a GSR cluster, OEM Type R rear seats, OEM, well, not OEM, it's some NRG front Type R replica seats. I did Spoon replica wheels. I did a Spoon Sports shift knob, a Spoon Sports front strut bar, oil cap, radiator cap, reservoir covers. For that car, since it is going to be like my weekend warrior slash like cruiser, other plans that I have for it is just going to be probably like a Skunk 2 intake manifold and throttle body. It is still driving, well, I'm still driving with the B18B1 non-VTEC engine in there. My previous video, I actually showed a clip of my engine bay. It was the one with the blue valve cover. That's actually my engine bay for the Integra. And it pretty much has all the cooling modifications that I wanted. The aluminum radiator, spall fan, Mishimoto thermostat in there. I have a Spoon sports fan switch I'm going to put in there. It's already got a password JDM intake, 421 header, Yonaka full catback exhaust. I actually did new OEM suspension with some, I don't know what brand, some eBay brand lowering springs, which I'll eventually change those out. The interior's pretty much where I want it to be. Eventually I'll look into, if I can, if they're not, I mean, they're going up way too much in price, I'm gonna try to go for a JDM Type R cluster, and maybe like the Type R armrest to go with the whole theme itself, and that'll pretty much conclude that car. It's already almost 100%, so my main focus will be pretty much pushing towards the Civic, since I really haven't touched on it really much. The Civic, we'll do some like POV content now that I got my the headband thing for my phone and GoPro. Eventually I'll get a GoPro as well. So we'll do some more POV content, cruising. Meets here in town are only about maybe once a month if we're lucky. So we could possibly do that as well whenever I'm in town because of my job. And just bear with me, man. We'll have some more content later on in the future once we're settled into our place of our own that we can call home, and I could throw out more videos and more content. And yeah, stay tuned. I'll go ahead and do a 5 likes and dislikes on the Civic, and we'll do another one on the Integra as well. From there, we'll just keep it going and try to make as much content and things that you might want to see. So thank you so much for sticking around. To all the new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It doesn't go unnoticed. Once we hit a certain amount of subscribers, I'll probably look into possibly doing a giveaway, probably to those who probably game, probably like a gift card for gaming, or like a system like Xbox or PlayStation, something. We'll figure it out later on. But for the time being, as always, I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for my future videos and content. Peace.